everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of running backs who are hoping for plenty of touches to come their way. It's Rob Kelly's Redskins going up against Thomas Rawls' Seahawks.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Washington Redskins. Losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And a pass complete to Ryan Grant. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. He had one man to beat it. Takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On second down, Wilson. Where is this play going? And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Time running out here on the play clock. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So Washington coming out for their next drive on offense. He looked back, Charles, in 2017, 7-9 for the Redskins, third place in the NFCs, and missed the playoffs for the 4th time in the last 5 years.
Yeah, they've been just good enough to be in the hunt, but rarely have they gotten over the top, as you noted, missed the playoffs for the last 5 years. Offensively, in 2017, their offensive line was a mess.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, 61 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big run that time by Rawls. 42 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go play action here on first down. He lets it fly for Lockett and nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On second down, Rawls. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. To throw, Cousins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They run it here with Thompson. And some space here. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
This is the first carry for Rob Kelly. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run with Thompson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. So on fourth down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. Now it's Crowder. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Thompson. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. Cousins now on 2nd down. And that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, standing just about on his own goal line. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Okay, that incompletion gives us a chance to discuss something else going on in Minneapolis besides the Super Bowl.
There's only one thing happening in Minneapolis.
Well, as part of the festivities, the Madden Championship. It started with 32 teams, down to 8 to find the best Madden player.
Well, that's exactly what I meant. There's only one thing happening.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Paul Richardson, 57 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. On third down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, the 40, the 30, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sad.
Quarterback gets hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, good move. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on third and about 14.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. On first and 10, it's Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Wilson now to throw on third down. And he locates Luke Wilson. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Wilson on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan charging hard from that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Well, on that incompletion, Charles, want to take a sidestep, get your keys to the game for the Super Bowl coming up. And by the way, the Madden simulator, they do that every year. Madden simulated that it would be a 24-20 Patriots victory for whatever that's worth.
Oh, that's pretty good stuff right there. Well, for the Eagles to pull the upset in Madden simulator, I think Nick Foles, their quarterback, has to continue his rhythmic play. Easy passes, right? Just like the basketball player he was in the past, where he's not thinking and the ball's just out of his hands into the wide receivers. On defense, those defensive tackles, Fletcher Cox and Tim Jernigan, they've got to continue to be disruptive. Malcolm Jenkins will be all over the place in the secondary, and they've got to tackle and not give up big plays. For New England, they got to take away the tight end, Zach Ertz. He's a big key to Philadelphia's success, and of course, protect Tom Brady long enough for him to find his second and third targets throughout the game.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Thompson, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. First and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
Second down, Cousins. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Redskins on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Cousins. Flush to his right. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Cousins now from the 50. This one caught by Crowder. And a big hit. Knocked out sideways. A gain of 6 there on first.
Get wide.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Play fake. Cousins. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. Past the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Thompson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 46. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Here's Wilson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st down, Wilson. Flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now it's Wilson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Will Compton able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal. Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Will Compton in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Boy, what a job there. Fourth down that far away from the end zone just to get it in, get that done.
An unlikely result, but it occurred nonetheless. But a terrific play. Great way to finish and in the end zone.
And the defense has to be scratching their heads, right?
That's usually to their advantage. In that situation, they should be able to make a play on the ball. But instead, it turned out to be a touchdown. And they've got to go figure it out on their sideline.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
A give left side, Kelly. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So on 4th down, Cousins will head to the sideline and give way to Dustin Hopkins. This to make it a 3-score game late. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. On 2nd down, Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw is Wilson. He's going to let, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.